And here we are back again. The Tombs with a convincing win over Brain Skills and Guts. It wasn't really close as the final score shows. Ray, what are your thoughts on the second game result?
Yeah, I guess they wanted us to catch our breath from the first game because, like you said, man, it was just a wire-to-wire victory. Teams were just dominant. Brain skills and guts. They was fighting in the beginning, but eventually the disparity in talent just took over, and that's with the tunes missing one of their three-headed monster in Brandon Murray. So, I mean, I can imagine what it would look like if he had played. But Primo Spears and Will Thomas, made up for the absence. Um, it, it's not too much analysis that could go into this one. They was just dominant, pretty much in every aspect of the game. They were up by about 20 before they kind of cleared the bench, and brain skills and guts just took advantage of that for back to make the score look respectable. But yeah, just pure dominance from the teams.
Yeah, yeah, I'm with you, man. Their guard play as since the first game of this league has been outstanding, and they can do it all. A lot of people are finding out about Primo Spears. I got a chance to see him last year for Duquesne. We playing at A10, playing against GW, and he had one of his probably the best game of his career in the A10 tournament on big stage at Capital One. I think he had about 30. So I know he can score the ball, and people are kind of getting a glimpse of when he takes good, solid shots. Like for him, it's hard to guard that dude. He's shifty, he's tough, he's athletic, he can shoot it, and he has no conscience, man. Like he's fearless, and that's the key to a great scorer, man. But he can also pass. You saw him distribute. Guys weren't even ready. They were wide open. He was giving them the ball, so he could do that too. The talent level that Georgetown has for next year, especially if Jay Heath is eligible. I'm not sure if he's eligible yet because he transferred twice. If he's eligible with the guard talent that they have, the only issue that Patrick Ewing is going to have is the roles, defining roles, because it's not going to be an issue with guard play. But at the same time, it's good for them because if certain guards don't come to play, he got another guy that's ready to come in, and you may be glued to the bench, so you don't even want to give him that opportunity, man. But Primo Spears is outstanding. Will Thomas, who I feel like has been the most uh, the most consistent guard in this league as far as his production. You can count on him scoring double figures, play defense, bring energy, rebound, do all the little things. Uh, he's just been steady, man. It ain't really been a drop off. This probably his best, I guess you could say production wise, stats wise, his worst game, but they didn't really need him to keep going. The game was over pretty much midway through the second half, and then they just kept pouring it on. Devon Cooper from George Mason, I felt like he tried to get it off in spurts and whatnot, but like I said, the guard played for the Tombs. They just ain't let him get off for brain skills and guts. And he still finished with 22. That just tells you how lethal of a I'm talking about Cooper. That just tells you how lethal of a shooter he is. Um, what I'm saying? Colin and the minute from Morgan State, big man, did all the hustles. Had about 8 points, 9 rebounds. I think that's a game high. You seen him running down, blocking shots, which is what he's known for, protecting the basket, playing hard. Those were the two bright spots for brain skills and guts. But outside of that, it was just a thorough domination all around for Tunes, man. So, with that said, man, who's your player of the game?
Primo Spears, man, he just went to work, and this is what it looks like when his decision making is on point and he's under control. Like even at some points through the Kenner League, he's been a little erratic at times, but this game it was from start to finish. He was on point, man, and the results spoke for themselves. And if he can maintain that, even if he's not having an outstanding scoring night, with his skill and his IQ, if he can just keep his head on and make good decisions, then he's going to impact the game. And then you have to be worried about at any moment he can just explode and fill it up scoring wise. So I mean that's the key for him. But yeah, for this game this afternoon, he gets played the game for me.
Yeah, I was just checking something real quick to kind of piggyback off what you said. His decision making. He had 3 assists and no turnovers. You know what I mean? 7 to 15 from the floor. The only negative you could say, I guess, for 3 point range, I think he was 1 for 6. So a couple more shots, he's 50% from there. But regardless, man, he was just on point. Primo Spears, man, and it's a joy to see. Like I'm glad like the Georgetown folks are starting to see what I saw last season at Duquesne because when he get going, it's a problem, man. So. Like you said, the decision making is the big thing for him, and not just decision making as far as facilitating, not throwing bad passes, but his shot selection. When you can get off, you don't need a 4 shots. You know what I mean? So that's the next step for him. Your X factor for today.
And the other guy, Will Thomas. I mean, they the Tombs go as them two go along with Brandon Murray. Um, yeah, so I mean, for the most part, play of the game is going to be one of those three, and X Factor is going to be one of those three. That's just how that team operates, man. And with Brandon Murray out, those two guys naturally took the lead roles in driving the victory. And like you pointed out earlier, this wasn't a game where Will Thomas had to be outstanding. He came in, he was solid. He played defense, made good decisions, took good shots, and he was efficient. And that's really all they needed.
Yeah, I agree. I love Will Thomas, man. They definitely got one at Morgan State, man. He can pile it on with points. I love his versatility, and the thing I love about his game, man, he looks like he enjoys playing. You know what I'm saying? You can tell some other guys take it too serious, or actually, I prefer they take it too serious these days, but that's a whole nother discussion. But you got other guys that too cool for school. You got other guys that you know they they put too much pressure on us. What I'm trying to say, and it's like, dog, go out there and hoop. You know what I'm saying? You've been doing this all your life. Go hoop. And he plays with a joy that's contagious, and it keeps the team loose. You can just see how they just how cohesive they are as a team, man. So look, and Brandon Murray is kind of the similar in the way they enjoy the game. Primo is more serious. I'm about to murder you type, but it feeds off, man, and it's working, bro. That 3 guard line is gonna be hell to deal with when playoff time come, man. So, I'm with you, man. No need no longer to delay this. We got another game going on right now. On Point versus Hoya Blue. We'll be right back at the conclusion of this game.